Welcome back to another video, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Today we're going to be working on the Ecoboost, and it's been a while. The car needs maintenance done, which is what we're going to do right now. And later on in this video, we're going to be installing a new modification, which is the rear sway bar that I've been wanting to put for a long time. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. Okay, I know. This car is extremely dirty. It's been sitting outside a whole month. And I promise, after I do this oil change and install that sway bar in this video, I will clean this car up. First things first, I'm gonna get the car lifted and put the jack stands on both sides. One easy way to do this is you just pretty much put your fingers right there and just click. Same thing for the driver's side, you just pretty much... Also, we ended up buying 6 quarts in total because the car requires 5.7. And we also have a new oil filter. This is just like the basic one. It doesn't really matter what oil filter you use, but it does matter what type of oil you use. And I usually just go for like full synthetic. I'm not gonna go over this oil change very thoroughly. I've done a lot of oil changes on this channel. So I'm pretty much just gonna do off camera and just let you guys know a few things about it. Something that I'm gonna go into very detail would be the sway bar when I'm installing it. The purpose of this video is for the sway bar, it's not for the oil change. So yeah, just stay tuned. Alright, it took me about 30 minutes to take the bolt out. It was on there pretty tightly. Luckily, it didn't get stripped, but right now I'm just waiting for all the oil to drain. It is draining underneath. Old filter is out. New oil filter is about to go in. Alright, I ended up using all the new oil, and once I checked with the dipstick, it came out perfect. Now the last step is obviously just put the oil cap back on like this, and I'm just gonna start the car up and see if there's any leaks. It looks good. Alright guys, the oil change is all done, and I think I'm gonna continue the sway bar installation tomorrow. For me, it's the whole day. For you guys, it's a few seconds away. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Alright, good morning, welcome back. Right now, I'm gonna pretty much move my car around so that the rear end is towards the back so I can work on it, since we're gonna put the new sway bar that I've been talking about for a few months. Also, I don't drink coffee anymore just because I've been having those symptoms where I feel dizzy. I already explained it in 2 videos ago where I took a whole month off because I haven't been feeling good. And now I have coffee withdrawals, so my energy is low. I have a headache and I just feel like my energy just depleted the entire video. Sorry about that. Now we just pretty much have to flip this car around 180 and then we'll be good. So today we have this SR Performance rear sway bar. Yes, it is only the rear sway bar and it is adjustable. So I've never installed a sway bar before, so this is my first time and I'm pretty much gonna go over it in detail just in case you guys wanna install it as well. And it's not that expensive to buy. It was like a couple $100. And yes, I will review the sway bar once it's on. I am not sponsored by SR Performance, and I will be giving my honest opinion of how the car feels before and after putting the aftermarket sway bar. First things first, we're pretty much gonna jack the car up and take both of the wheels off. And yet again, I'm only using hand tools. Like I said before, I don't have any power tools, and most of my installations you guys can pretty much do it yourself too, if you just follow the same instructions that I do. And you guys can save a lot more money by doing it yourself than having a shop do it. And also, these tools that I use are not expensive at all. The weird thing I've seen while I was taking that wheel off was that there's rust, just super weird, and there's rust on my lug nuts as well. I've never seen such a thing before, but let's hope that the rust that's on this side isn't on this side. This side also has rust on it, which is super weird. And next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this brake line bracket. You guys can see this is the brake line. And I know there's paint over there too, because a couple years ago when I was painting this by myself, I overshot it. So ignore that. But yeah, we pretty much have to take this and that off. This is tight, so. Okay, there we go. Just be careful that you guys don't like hit your arm into one of these boulders or something, because trust me, that shit does hurt. The way the camera is pointing at, I think you guys can see this is a sway bar. It is very skinny. That's not what she said, but
that's what she said.
Yes, it is very skinny compared to the one that we bought. Okay, next up, you pretty much put this Allen screw in there. You get this, and then you just gotta like try taking it off. I know this is probably gonna be a very tight bolt, just the way it looks like. Yep. Yeah, this is very tight. Let me try getting WD-40. This is spray some on. All right, got some of this. Hopefully this will loosen it up. Okay, let's try it now. Nah, this is tight. See, this is what I was talking about. Just try to be careful. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to go get a breaker bar because this nut over here is not moving. I've been trying for the past 20 minutes and I just don't want to waste more time. So let's just go get that and take this shit off. I really don't like it when I have to pause the video and go get another tool or part to go fix one of my cars. It's kind of annoying for you guys and it's kind of annoying for me too, but I think I'm gonna have to invest in power tools. All right, we are back with the breaker bar. Hopefully this actually works. Okay, seemed like it moved. I don't know, let's see. Finally, here is one of the brackets that's holding the sway bar down towards the chassis. So I'm gonna just take these two bolts off and then hopefully this side will move and I'll take out this end link and I'll probably remove that. Yeah, this one's tight as well, so I think I'm gonna need my sway bar for this. Luckily I have one. I actually have two now, so that's good. End link is off, which is good. Do on the other side. The same exact process as this one. Unfortunately, my camera battery light is flashing now, so it's pretty much about to die. I'll probably charge this up and be back in a few hours. So see you guys soon. All right, we are back. The camera is fully charged up and now we're gonna continue working on the sway bar. Off camera, I was able to take this side off exactly how we did on the other side. So the sway bar is disconnected. All we gotta do is take out the sway bar that's resting on the exhaust. There we go. Okay, so the new sway bar already looks a lot thicker than the stock one. So I'm pretty much just gonna open it up and just try taking it out. See, this is what I was talking about. If you guys can see these three holes in here, basically means that you can adjust how stiff you want your ride. And it is definitely a lot heavier too compared to the stock. And then this is what we got also, which is basically the brackets and the way that this is supposed to mount up in the chassis. Okay, the way we're supposed to put these brackets on the sway bar is pretty simple. You just take it off like this and move that to a side. There's this, which side is this side? There's this opening right here. So you pretty much gotta stretch this and get this around the sway bar. There we go. Turn it around right here, and then you pretty much take this. That helps to mount this on there, and this just goes on like this. Repeat the same process on the other side, and now we're just gonna pretty much put it inside there. This sway bar is a lot heavier, so it takes a lot more effort. Get this part in right there. Also, I don't know what this red thing is. I don't even know the purpose of this, but you know what? It just looks kind of cute. Okay, so this side I also tightened up, and now we're pretty much moved this. I think I made it too tight, which is why this is not moving, and the end link is not gonna move in there. So I'm gonna have to loosen this up and move it into the correct position, and then I'll tighten that up again. And also, I was gonna do in the medium hole. First, I'm gonna see how the medium reacts, if it's too tight or too loose. And if it's the right amount of tightness for the ride quality, I'm probably gonna leave it in there in the medium. But if I want it tighter, I could like move it either down or up, depending on how I want the car to feel while I'm driving it. All right, so this kind of got a little frustrating. I loosened this up. This thing is still not fitting. So what I'm gonna do is I might loosen this bolt up on the bottom, and I might actually just take the whole thing out, and then I'll probably just line it up and redo the whole thing and put it back in. Like I predicted, after I made this bottom nut loose, made it a lot looser on top, so I just jolted it in. Also gave us new hardware that will bolt right into the new sway bar, whereas the factory one was not fitting onto the new sway bar, as this thing was... Holy crap. As I was saying, this part was not fitting flush to the sway bar, so... Alright guys, so I'm pretty much gonna repeat the same thing on the passenger side and get that sway bar in there. And just like that, this side is also done. But look at this thick ass long dong in the back. Alright, we're good though. And that's it for the installation. But for the next video, we're definitely gonna put the tires back on. Not these ones, I have another set that I want to test out on this car. And we're definitely gonna go take it out and test the car out to see if it made any improvements. We'll take it around tight corners, and we'll definitely push the limits on this car too. You guys already know that slicks and drag tires aren't for cornering, they're mainly for straight lines, so that's not what the point for the sway bar is. If you guys made it all the way to this point of the video, just leave a like. It helps the channel out. I appreciate every one of you guys.